What's up, y'all? Welcome to my garden. I'm Quentin, and it's a cloudy day. I've been gone for about 3 days. It's Memorial Day weekend, and I heard that we got a lot of rain here while I was gone. So need to come back out here and check out in the garden, see how it's going. And it's fertilizing day, so I try to fertilize my garden because I'm doing all container garden every 10 to 14 days. More on the 10-day side, especially because we get a lot of rain. So if heavy rains means everything's washing out and washing away. So I have to replenish more often than someone who's using in-ground planting from directly to the soil. So I'm gonna start my fertilizing routine. But first, just going to inspect and see what I have going on out here. So like I said, it's been 3 days. A lot of things can happen in 3 days, especially like pests and all that kind of stuff. So at first glance, everything looks pretty good. I don't have like many signs of yellowing leaves, except for on my a little on my okra here. I have some browning and yellowing, but I'm not worried about that right now. Everything else looks pretty good. Like nothing crazy, just some good growth. I saw some blooms happening, which I'll show you soon. But yeah, nothing crazy. Uh, no big munch holes. Like that looks good. My string beans are looking really good. I'm really proud of these string beans because last year I didn't do well at all. Like they barely got this big before they died out. So I did something right this year. So I'm happy about that. I got my first blooms on my summer squash, my Simlins. Had some good blooms. They were both males though, so no fruiting. And I have some big ones getting ready to grow here too. And they appear to be all males at the moment, male blooms. So no fruits yet. But so my banana pepper, I probably could start harvesting these. Like this is a pretty decent size. I mean, about 1.5 inches. They definitely get bigger, but for the first fruits, I could probably pluck this off and throw it in a salad for today. But it looks good. It looks strong. This was the one that was always withered. Like I got one little withered leaf right here. They all look like this, like every day. But again, and listen, it's resilient. So it came back, full leaves, growing fruit. It's looking good. Another one here. This is my cayenne pepper. And some extra ones I had to plant that I just left outside. But all in all, looking good. Tomatoes look good. No spotting. No really yellow leaves, which I'm just making sure of. Again, with the rainy weather, you start to get fungus, and so I have to also do some natural organic pesticides that I use to combat insect pressure, but also fungal pressure. So I have some fungicide I'll be using as well. Here are my peas. The plant that should have peas, but nothing is growing at the moment. So again, I think I did this wrong. It's my first time trying it out. I think I heard that the best time to plant peas in my zone 8A or 8B, is like mid-July for a fall plant. So I'll try that. But it's been so cool here. Like it's 66 degrees today. So I haven't had that much heat, but nothing yet. I just want like one pea. Give me at least, maybe give me like a handful so I can at least try them out and see how they come out. But nothing yet. No promise yet. Some more pepper plants looking good. Now, not sure if you can tell, but I already took the time to move the mulch away from the base of my plants before I start adding the fertilizer. You don't want, if you can help it, you don't want to let all the fertilizers get on your mulch. You want to get directly onto the soil so that the roots can really take it in. They can't really take it in if you put it on top of your mulch here. So it's time consuming. If you have a very big garden, especially a big container garden, you have to do this for every single container or plant. It'll take time, but listen, you're doing this every 10 to 14 days. Just take the first 15 minutes, just scooping it with your hand, just like that, just moving it out of the way. Not only does it help the plant, so you can make sure the fertilizer gets to the soil, but it allows you to inspect each plant to the base of the plant. Like you get to look and see, like, is there anything rotting down here? Are there any insects or any other pests underneath the mulch that you didn't see? Like it gives you time. Like you can really take the time to see, like, are any of the blooms male or female? Um, and so it just makes you that much closer to the plant and understanding of what's happening beyond the surface, which I think is very important during time of growth. So I haven't done this one yet, but yeah, just for a closer view, like all I'm doing is just moving it just like that. So I'm not disturbing the roots. I'm just moving the mulch away from the base. And like I said, it allows me to look. Like one time I did this and I saw like a slug right here, and those are, right now I'm battling lots of slugs, which there'll be another video about that. I came out here one night and it was just a slug fest, an entire slug fest, especially on my marigolds. I think I found the culprit of what's been eating the leaves. But yeah, so I can come down here, I can kind of see if there's anything happening, if there's any like blight, any spotting. It just makes it easier. We'll definitely take the time to move the mulch like that. Also, while doing this, I can look and see, hey, did the fertilizer from the last time break down yet? So here's some bone meal that I still see that has not broken down in the soil yet. So I might skip this particular tomato plant from getting the bone meal treatment because I still see some floating around here. Would not have known that had I not moved the mulch. That's why it's important to move your mulch. So here are the fertilizers that I'm using for my 10 to 14 day routine. Typically, so this one and this one is what I use in water. So I mix my kind of everyday. This is an 888, but also a 555. Something like equal NPK numbers, an organic soluble, water soluble fertilizer, and I mix in some fish fertilizer with that. So I do that and I put it into a watering can and water around. Before I do that, though, I sprinkle my bone meal across around the base of the plant, like I showed you earlier. So I put this one down, sprinkle it down directly into the soil, and then I'll water it with my mix here. I also have this one that I was thinking about using on some of my plants that I'm like really wanting to see start to bloom and flower because it has such a high phosphorus number, 22. So the N nitrogen is 7, potassium is 8, but the phosphorus is 22. So it's a number that really promotes growth of blooms. So I was thinking about adding this to some of the plants that I really want to start to see bloom better and stronger because it has such a high number. But really for a balanced kind of every 10 to 14 day, this is really good and solid. But because it's been raining so much, I might add a few more of this around some of the plants as well. I'll just sprinkle it around with the bone meal. Bone meal also has a higher phosphorus number too. So, that is doing the trick. But if I want to just up the math on it, give it some more concentration of phosphorus, I may add this as well. All right, so I put down my bone meal at the base of each plant. Probably can see a little bit right here, a little bit of the powder there around each plant. And I'm just stirring up my fish fertilizer and all-purpose equal NPK, water-soluble, organic fertilizer in its watering cans, making sure it's all dissolved. And this is a 2-gallon. This is a 2-gallon watering can, so not too big, but this will actually take care of all of my containers out here. So I don't need more than this for my container garden. I just need a 2-gallon watering can. That's all I need. This will take care of everything. So you don't need much. The larger your garden, you got to do more. And so a lot of the bags will kind of help you with the math to figure out how much you need for your space. But this is a great amount for me. This is all I need. So yeah, I'll just pour a little bit like that on each plant. So not too much. And I'll do this, making sure I'm right at the base of each plant. And I'll go do that. And that's it. As I'm putting the mulch back around the base of the plants. I wanted just to take a look at my cucumbers and the trellis I made. So in another video, I showed y'all how I built this trellis this year, and I clipped it already. So as you can see, I clipped it down there, right? It's already time to clip it again at this node. So I have to clip it there. And you can see all the flowers and see, like, I believe I might have a few females growing. That one looks like, see that? If I can focus it. There we go. That looks like a little baby cucumber on the bottom of that. So this is going to be a female. So maybe by tomorrow or the next day, hopefully I have some open male flowers that I can help pollinate and start the fruiting process. It's looking good, y'all. About to have some cucumbers out here. You know, my goal is always to have some good cucumber and tomato salads with a little bit of salt, pepper, and vinegar. I mean, that's the staple for making a garden. If you ain't doing that in your garden, what you doing? All right, y'all. So that's it for today. I've checked my garden. It's looking good. I gave it some fertilizer, checked for pests. My next steps this week, organic pesticide and some fungicide. So that's what I'll be doing this week in my garden, and hopefully helping pollinate my cucumbers. So I'm really excited about that. I'm seeing great progress, great growth. Growth is always good. And, you know, like we say around here, no matter how big or small your garden is, there's always room to grow. The next time, y'all.